Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face. My feelings can't describe it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face. My feelings can't describe it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. Meeting Mr. Right, the man of my dreams, the one who shows me true love, or at least it seems. With brown cocoa skin and curly black hair, it's just the way he looks at me, that gentle love and stare. Finally, you come along. The way I feel about you, it just can't be wrong. If you only knew the way I feel about you, I just can't describe it. Oh no, no. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face. My feelings can't describe it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face. My feelings can't describe it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it.
Oh man, here we are live in the Groove Studios, only as we do it on Monday nights here on We Love Rare Grooves. Coming to you live from the studios of Burbank, California on the UBN network. That's right, we're on UBNGo.com, Channel 1. I'm your host, C. Mose, as we do it every Monday night where we give you the magic of the music and the music of the magic here only on We Love Rare Grooves. And you can see it's Monday night, and I just got to give a little shout out to my Steelers. Here we go, Steelers. Hey. That's right, baby. The win, Pittsburgh Steelers got the win starting off in the COVID 2020 football CeCe.
I'm happy also. I'm real
That's
happy.
right.
Could you
Got
see
all
it in
the
my
Steelers
face?
fans in here.
Yeah, can't you see it in our face?
We all happy.
Yeah.
But we are excited for another Monday night of bringing you the legends, because this is where the legends can be found here on ubngo.com, channel 1. On our show, We Love Rare Grooves. But as I say every Monday night, I can't do this show without my great cast and crew. And we always started off on Monday nights with that outstanding #1 DJ in the world right here, only on We Love Rare Grooves, DJ DeVoe. What you say, brother? What's going on?
All I have to say is finally, it's happened to me.
Finally.
Finally.
Tonight, finally.
She's here. Finally.
Live and living
Look,
color.
And me and Reggie, man, we got 12 inches on this.
You
Oh,
got
yeah.
12
Yes,
inches?
we do.
We got records.
Records?
We got her records.
I got
not
7
CDs.
inches on here.
Yeah.
I mean,
7.
12
12
inches.
Y'all 12.
No-
See,
no
there
7
y'all going,
inches.
there y'all
Extended,
going.
they're
the
extended versions, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have the radio edit, the extended version, then the house
The
version.
dub color, the house.
Yeah.
And you know, she's been sampled, probably mixed about 5,000 times, but they got a sample. They only had about 100 samples, but everybody's doing it over and over. And we're gonna share some of those tonight with you as we take you on a musical journey, as we only do here on We Love Rare Grooves. And then we got the main man here, Motown Monday.
Yes.
The video, the #1 video DJ in the world, DJ Reg.
Thank you,
What
guys,
you say,
man.
brother?
Hey, happy Monday, everyone. How's everybody doing? We got a great show coming up, man. Got a great show. And we owe a whole lot of money. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of stuff
Yeah,
for a
I got to
long
write
time.
her a check.
Yeah.
Gotta write her a
I don't
check.
think she takes checks anymore.
She's taking cash out.
She's
Cash
doing
App.
cash
She's
apps
taking
now.
cash
You know,
apps.
no more
Now,
checks.
You know,
They ain't writing them, so we got to either Venmo,
Cash
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 App,
App.
or
Or
what's
Zelle, you can
Zelle.
Zelle, right.
we giving them too much pub on
Okay.
that one.
All right. Yeah,
all
if
right.
we giving them, we gotta get some advertising.
Yeah, from them.
Okay, pretty Tony, we can do that.
But hey, it's happening.
It's happening finally tonight, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be a party tonight.
It was a long wait. We got it. We got it. We have her. We have her right here.
She's live.
My nephew seen I had posted something on Instagram, and I said we was gonna be on fire. He was like, "Oh, you kind of late.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be lit."
Lit.
I said,
Lit.
oh, okay. I'm
No,
sorry.
or going north. Is that what?
I have no idea. Y'all looking at the wrong person.
We thought you would know.
You would know. You are beautiful, talented
Y'all
co-host,
know I'm more with
Miss
y'all than I am with these young
Shantini.
people.
Hold up, Miss Shantini Irie in the house tonight. How are you, my
Hey.
Hey. Where's my what's happening? Hey.
It's
hey.
coming.
Hey,
It's
hey,
coming.
hey, hey, I know they still ain't
It's
got
coming. It's coming.
Hey, we're gonna bring it down just a little bit because we want to mourn one of our esteemed guests, and I'm gonna let you do that right now before we get into the show.
Yes, so one of R&B's most iconic legends, Miss Edna Wright, passed away on Saturday. And most of you may not should know who she is. Her sister is Darlene Luvv. And Edna Wright was with the Honeycomb, and she was the original girl group. They were the original girl group before there was Destiny's Child, before there was any of that. There was the Honeycombs. They were with Invictus Records, which was Eddie and Brian Holland's first record label when they left Motown in L.A. And she was one of our guests, but I've known her since I was 15. She was like an auntie to me. And it's a really big, blow for the music industry and for her peers. And so we just wanted to pay homage to her and say that we love her. And we were so glad to have her on the show. She was so much fun. And she's worked with, people from Andre Crouch. She was with Andre Crouch when the Kojak first came out. But yeah, we just wanted to honor her and give her a tribute. That was the Art LeBeau show that we did with her. And I used to sing background for her too, which I love. And that was when we did the Art LeBeau show with Peaches and Herb and who else was on that show? But y'all know Art LeBeau, he does all the old.
What a beautiful spirit she had. When she was on the show, we had such a great time with her contributions to the music industry.
But her biggest hit was the one that's playing in the background, which was Want Ads.
Give these people all I got. Leave it on stage.
So our condolences goes out to all her family Her husband Greg, her daughter
Melody, and her sister Darlene.
And we'll keep her in her prayers. And go to our YouTube channel, and you can see the replay of our show from a few years ago.
2015, we interviewed her. And she dropped a lot of knowledge, and like I said, she's worked with everybody from Andre Crouch to Cher to Michael Jackson to all of them, and then of course had her own gold records.
Okay.
And so,
Well, thank you for that. I know it's dear to your heart and dear to our hearts also. So may she rest in greatness. Hey, we want to thank our sponsors every Monday night, Beverly Boy Production, the go-to guys for all your video production needs. Also, the Serving Spoon. An
urban eatery. Urban eatery.
Hashtag them grits is lit.
Hey, no, but them smothered pork chops is right.
Are they? Oh,
yes.
I need to go up in there and get them.
Liver and
They
onions
give
is
you
great
two
too.
big ones,
Is Thursday night still chitlin night? You know that's a lost
my
art, finding a
God.
woman that know how to clean chitlins. I'm
You gotta find a woman that wants to eat them first.
I'm gonna ask our guest shortly. Does she know how to clean some chitlins?
She said no.
Yeah, she know how to clean some chitlins.
No, boo.
And also Sweet Events, the Sweet Light, and they also have the digital magazine that we'll talk a little bit about. But let's get right to the show, because folks is like, hey.
Who was our guest?
Where's the guest tonight? That's right. Go ahead, DeVoe. We welcome to the Groove Studio award-winning songstress, R&B legend, dance queen. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
How about when your first release album reached gold? She scored 5 #1 hits.
That's right.
On the U.S. Billboard's Hot Dance Club and Play charts. Her signature song, as you hear in the background, it was #1 on the Hot and #2 on the UK Top 75. Other things, she's won awards for Best New Artist, Dance, 3 ASCAP awards, Pop Songwriter of the Year. Man, can you believe she performed a private event for Aretha Franklin?
Yes.
Man.
The Pope, John Paul II, in Rome at the Vatican.
Let
when
me
she
find
was
out
with
the Pope was getting down. Let
You
me
know,
find out.
But they were doing a little gospel thing at that time,
okay.
and we're going to go into that. And she also performed for my boy,
Who's your boy?
Slick Bill Clinton, the president.
Hey.
at the Luvv.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Oh,
big.
Slick Bill, yeah,
that's
that is
big.
big.
That's
Yeah,
big, though.
he
You
was
know?
slick.
It wasn't on that island now, was it?
And
Went on that island.
and tonight we're going to share her vocals, because people don't know she got
Oh, she can blow.
5 to 7 octaves.
How many?
5 to 7, somewhere in that range. And we're going to show
That's
that.
a big range.
Right, that's a big range, but we're going to show some of that tonight, though, as
Okay.
we do here on the We Love Rare Grooves. So let's welcome to the Groove Studio the fabulous, the talented, the beautiful, and the one and only R&B legend, dancehall queen, Miss CeCe Peniston. Welcome to the Groove Studio.
Hey,
Finally.
she's here.
Finally.
Thank you.
Well,
How's
thank
everybody feeling?
We good.
We
How
good.
are
you.
you?
No, how you feeling?
When we got
I'm
your
good.
music.
Thing is, I'm not gonna lie. I stubbed my toe before I came on here.
Oh.
I took off is because that thing is
Is it-
still hurting.
It's her right
Throbbing,
now.
huh? Okay.
Your big toe, you be like,
Yeah.
That big toe right next to the bunion.
Oh my
ain't no
God.
onions down.
Now she got pretty feet.
Up,
Hey.
you know, my feet down once a
Hey.
week.
Okay.
My grandmother made me rub her bunion. She said her feet hurt, baby. You sit here and watch this black and white TV and rub my bunions.
Crazy.
I digress.
the black
It's
and white
all right,
TV
right.
with the
Crazy.
foil in the antenna on it.
There's a bit of roughness because you know when you're on the stage for 30 years, you know what I'm saying. You
Yes.
you don't have the best feet, but
Right.
you know I keep on top of them. I throw some rhinestones and throw you off.
There
you
you
know?
go.
For
There
the,
you
end of
go.
for the end of the show, you're going to have people on there talking about, let's see your feet, CeCe.
Y'all saw video. Y'all see, look, the lashes ain't enough, huh?
No.
So, if you're not familiar, we take the guest on a musical journey, and we are very honored for you to be on our show tonight. You've done many shows across the globe. You've been all over international, so coming on to our show means a lot, and we're going to try to make it special tonight because it's all about the show. I mean, it's all about the music, about you. So we ain't going into none of that 911 stuff. We want to talk about the music, how it started out for you, how it went over the generations, and it's timeless. You know, this is like a soul track library of our lives, because when you hear this music, it's like, what was I doing? What club was I at? Who was I
yes.
partying with? You know, and it just brings back so much memory, because It was hot right there during
I'm
the
telling
90s.
you, used to do this club. It was called Boy Trade, Girl Trade. It was 11 to 1,200 people every Friday night, and we played house. And CeCe, maybe you helped us rock that club every
Thank
Friday
you.
night. So thank you, and I just need to know where to send the. Is it the Cash App or the?
Oh, wait.
Apple, what is it? Got Apple Cash and whatever. Got
Somebody's cash. So we always ask our guests, did you come out of the womb dancing and singing and bopping? Where did it start for you?
Girl, pretty much. You know what? I was probably around 11 years old, and I was like, hey, I'm going to sing. And they were like, yeah, right. They was like, you ain't doing nothing. I used to wear these little white boots and run up and down the street like, I'm going to sing. I'm going to be a star. And they were like, we're going to see. And next thing you know, I was hitting the stage. And so, you know, I've loved it ever since that point. I just always knew. I didn't want to study no pi square, no nothing, girl, because I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm singing.
She said no algebra, geometry.
Okay.
No Pythagorean theorem.
Now, where are you
Okay.
from originally?
Dayton, Ohio.
Of course, of course.
Okay,
Now-
it makes sense now.
By you saying Dayton, Ohio, and you know, we had Steve Arrington on a couple months ago and just talking about the Dayton legends. Do you go back, or are they honoring you now? I mean, you wasn't that like with the funk band, but you brought that 90s funk, and you're part of that
Thank
Dayton.
you.
You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? I've been blessed to be in the Funk Hall of Fame out in Ohio.
That's
And,
right.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Okay.
So they
Yeah,
okay.
Good.
I gave them the original Keep On Walking jacket that I had from the
Really?
video. It was a great one that's actually in the museum there. So that's definitely a blessing. You know, for me, when people just want to hear what you do, your work over and over again, it's just always a blessing. So, you know, I was surprised when they had hit me up and they were like, yeah, we want to put you in the Funk Hall of Fame. I was like, okay, I'm here for it. Let's go.
How long was that? In the last 5-10 years? Or longer?
Probably about the last 7.
Okay.
Actually, like when I had done like Unsung
Okay.
around that same time, and they put me in the Funk Hall of Fame.
Now, did you
So-
formally train musically, or did it come naturally to you? Like, did you go to music school, or?
I did some training. I started off with no training. It was kind of like what you heard was a all that, right?
Uh-huh.
That actually came from me forgetting the words. I tell people that. They're like, how'd you come up with that little thing that you do? And I said, well, I forgot the words. And I had to fill it in. And I said, yeah, something like this. And they were like, okay, we'll take that. And then Manny Lehman heard that and he like sampled it in a couple of things. So a lot of what you heard with me singing just came from the heart, from the soul of me just singing around Arizona. And just, you know, it was after I got into the music business, I wanted to refine my instrument a little bit more, so I started taking some vocal lessons.
Did you start off in the church also? Am I to understand? Yeah, start off in the church. What's the instrument that you had to learn, being at a young age?
Look, vocals.
Right.
Did
That
you
is-
learn-
that
did
is
you
an
learn-
instrument.
I know, but did you learn any instruments like
Piano,
piano?
I
anything?
did.
Okay.
I did, but I was a bad person. I wouldn't practice. I was real rude with my practicing. My mom was like, "See, you keep playing around." She said, "You know what? I'm cool on that. I'm not gonna keep playing for lessons. You ain't gonna practice." And I'm like, "Dang, I could have been like Alicia. I could have had a whole thing going on, playing and singing." So I stuck to the singing now.
That's
So.
right.
Now, who are some of your earliest influences musically? Who did you listen to and pull from growing up?
Definitely Patti LaBelle, and I saw, part of the battle yesterday.
Yeah.
I loved it. So big ups to her and Gladys and Dion. I saw that yesterday. Her, Shaka Khan, Luther Vandross. Those were some of my faves. Billie Holiday was one of my faves. In fact, I used to kick my brother out his room all the time. He used to be like, "Yo, why I gotta get out all the time?" My mom was like, she gotta practice. Get out right now so she can practice.
That sounds like dating. Now, who were
You
your
know
church?
that's wrong.
Now, who were your church influences? That was some of your secular ones. Who were your church influences? Musically.
Definitely love the Sheard, Karen Clark Sheard, and them. More recently, probably Jay Moss. And we used to pretty much sing standards.
Yeah.
Like, completely as
Yeah.
my soul says yes.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the
those-
sanctified standards.
Ooh,
Okay,
sanctified.
come on, see.
I feel sanctified.
Yeah. The praise and
The
worship.
church, right,
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Yes.
Church.
Yes.
What was the
Yes.
name of the church that you had belonged to? Was it either in Phoenix, North Carolina, or Dayton? Which one?
Phoenix, First New Life Missionary Baptist Church, and then Fountain of Life.
I told you it wasn't
Baptist
True
Church.
Vine.
I didn't say it was. That
True
was
Vine.
you in the True Vine with the numbers being run and stuff. Get out of here.
Did y'all run numbers at y'all church?
No, they did not. Stop it.
Oh, you so wrong. Look, as long as I'm in the house, I don't know what else was going on.
Right, right.
You know, there used to be a lot going on in the
Let me
background.
get out the way of that
Sometimes.
lightning
Nothing to do
bolt.
with me.
Me too. Let me get out. Let me go under the table.
Well, no, you hear the pastor. He used to sneak and give a good number sometimes. He said 826.
That was in Detroit.
That was from the
That was in
Romans
Detroit.
826.
Yeah,
You
or
gotta
a
go
hymn
play
book.
that number.
Yeah,
right,
the hymn book.
Right. On the slide, that was the number, CeCe. So you might have
And they
been
was
like,
hitting too. Them numbers was hitting. Now, when did you realize that you wanted to do music for a career as opposed to, like what age?
I just kind of always knew. Like I always made sure that I had education because my grandmother and my mother were real big on education. I always wanted something to fall back on. They were like, "Hey, just in case anything happens, you want to make sure that you have an education." And I made sure I had something to fall back on, but I wasn't planning to fall back. I was planning to always do music because it's something that I just truly loved.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are today, still doing. I said, no matter what, I'm gonna be doing music because I just love music. So that's just where I'm at with it.
now tell us this, and we're going to get into some musical selections shortly, but you
Okay.
kind of gravitated into the pageantry. So when you were doing the pageantry, were you singing also as one of the forms? You got to.
What do you mean? Like you're talking about like little pageant, little
Yeah,
tiara
yeah,
people?
right. No, when she did the pageant.
Toddlers and
but
tiaras? She was in pageants?
She was Miss Black Arizona.
Oh, come on now. I
And
didn't
she's
know
Miss
that.
Galaxy also.
Yeah, girl.
I did
Right,
not
you
know
yeah.
that. Come on now.
Right, she went somewhere else with me.
I
What
thought
you
she was
say?
talking about toddlers and tiaras. I was trying to see if it was like the same pageant, if she was a
I didn't
child
know what that-
pageant
oh,
person
no,
or,
No, she was
Oh, no.
hitting
Yeah.
it.
Ah.
I know she was like a debutante,
Thank
something like
you.
that.
I was Miss. No, man, I was Miss Black Arizona. I did Miss Black Arizona pageant.
Show
became
that
Miss Black
picture,
Arizona
Tony.
here, and then they had the Miss
Uh-oh,
Galaxy
Oh, Tony
pageant.
got the picture. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What'd you say?
Oh, I
Tony
want to
got
see.
the
picture.
Let me
Uh-huh.
see.
Look, I
Our
have some.
engineer.
If y'all would have told me, look.
You
Look,
was sitting
if
up-
y'all would have told me, I have some too.
Okay.
Look, we getting T-shirts made.
So, right, that's a good idea. Make sure we get the license from her.
Right,
we
right,
don't
right.
send you
Yeah,
your
send
cut.
your
We
receipts,
make sure
yeah.
you get your
Look,
receipts.
just give me a cut. I'm straight.
Okay.
There we go.
Give me a cut now.
But that's
Okay.
so during that time, were you also singing? Because when you're doing a pageant, you got to do
talent
some
section,
the
yeah.
talent section. Were you singing during the talent section?
Mhm.
And you was killing
What song
it too.
did you do? Do you remember?
What song?
Yeah, I was singing during the talent section.
What song?
Do you remember
did
what your
I
song
did, God Bless the Child. God bless the child. 'Cause God is on. 'Cause God is on.
Come on, she came on singing. You
No
didn't have to
lie,
ask
we
her.
didn't have to ask you. She come on.
Come on. That's Billie Holiday.
Right,
Rich
right.
relations they give, a crust of bread and such.
I know they did. Look, I know
Listen.
they wait.
You can help yourself, but don't take too much. You gotta tell them family members. Mama may have, or Papa may have. God
Well-
bless the child. He's got his own.
So I'm gonna ask one more question, then we're gonna go into the music. But when you were doing the pageants and now you're Miss Black Arizona, Miss Galaxy, did you think you were gonna go into music, or did you think that would have been because you could have been a model from there? You could have been traveling internationally. Did you think that was gonna be the career for you?
Like
I'm
this.
weak with the hair.
It caught you
No,
off
I
guard.
was
You was like, no,
No, I
she
looked. She
did.
was like, hey.
Right.
You know what? I always knew. I always knew that's what I really wanted to do. I was always excited about music.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't have any other thing in my mind that was an option for me except that at the time.
And that's why she blew up.
That's right.
That's why we was rocking her in the 90s.
I was real focused.
Yeah, because she
And-
said ain't nothing else.
And CeCe, Facebook Live is blowing up right
Blowing
now.
up.
So tell
Hey,
all your
y'all.
tell all your
Timberline
people.
says, I love CeCe. We got Chuck on here, Colleen, Xavier. Well, it's going crazy, girl.
y'all.
They come. Yeah, that's right.
So tell your people tune in to Facebook Live or YouTube
Yeah.
Live, and they can pick up the show right now.
And they
Just-
sharing it. I see they sharing it
From-
all over the place. They sharing it.
Hey, I can't.
So-
I can't see the commentary on here. It won't let me see the.
Oh yeah, because she's
Right.
on Zoom on her phone.
Right, she's on his phone.
But
that's
we'll
why
read them to you. My twin brother Xavier says, "CeCe." He absolutely loves you.
So
We used
we're
to bump you all the time.
we're gonna go
Tell I
into
say, hey, boo.
He
oh,
heard you.
we're
He
gonna
heard
go into some music, and then we're gonna kind of come back and backtrack from what we're gonna go into right now. So we're gonna surprise you on what we have in the early days, and then we're gonna come back and see how all that got started. I mean, people done heard it before, but we're gonna hear it again, only with the music behind it. How about that? So, welcome to We Love
sounds
Rare Grooves.
good.
Give us a call at 323-524-2599 to talk to Miss CeCe
CeCe
Peniston.
Peniston.
And we live on Facebook, we live on YouTube, we live on Twitter. We just live
on Twitter
tonight.
live,
We
too.
live.
We
What's
just
up,
live.
Fat Box?
You know,
Look, come
give-
on. Okay.
We got it live everywhere. We want everybody watching.
That's right. And we want to, again, thank our sponsors, Beverly Boys Production, the Urban Eatery, the Serving
Yeah,
Spoon
the
here in
Serving
England, the
Spoon.
best Southern
And Sweet
breakfast.
Events.
And Sweet Events, digital magazine. So, DJ DeVoe, DJ Reg, y'all want to take us away. This is the first one that you may tell us something different, but we knew you were on this one doing our little homework, and we're going to talk about it when we come back. But let's get into some music with the one and only, the queen of dance music, Miss CeCe Peniston.
Yay.
Welcome to the Groove Studios. Oh, it's a party up in the We Love Red Grooves
These
tonight.
songs
in
right
the
here
Groove
are bringing me
studio,
all the way
baby.
back. I can't even believe.
Oh, I told you we was gonna party, baby. This ain't no. This is the party with CeCe Peniston.
This is when they actually
This
made
like-
music videos, and you would wait to see the music
Oh, you might as well bring her back in. Come on, CeCe, come on. This is the soul tracks. Leave that on. That's the soul tracks of my life right there. Oh, look, I got the groove on. Hold on. Come on.
video.
Keep on walking.
Yeah. Walking.
Hey. Something like that.
Walking.
It was over while you confused. Now I'm voicing my opinion to you. I think you're crazy to try to play me for a foolish girl.
Yeah.
Somewhere in this world,
What we had.
there were never real.
Yes.
But now it's too late for my heart to mend.
So, CeCe, imagine how we feel with the music. I can imagine you, man.
This is the 90s. Like, this is the 80s and 90s. This
Like you
soundtrack
never-
right here.
I mean, you never get tired of this. You can sing it all over the world, and I know you never get tired of it. And when you're doing international, that's the only words they know. They singing it in different languages and
You know
stuff.
what's funny?
They know all
about
the words.
Europe never gets tired, like you said. When I came out in '91 into '92, it was definitely a blessing. I've always been performing over here, but Europe just has like a whole nother sound and like different flow than like put it like this. Whatever mixes worked over here in the States, it was like then now you see what works here is like different than what works over there. So it's a whole nother energy too. So
They got that
You know.
Euro tech sound.
But and when I started collecting music during that time, you can always get you start getting a European version of the samples and the remix.
Yeah,
So
Euro
you
tech.
know, UK remix.
Because I remember I couldn't find. I had a European remix of Rob Bass. You know,
Right.
and that you wouldn't hear that nowhere else.
Yeah.
Somebody ripped me off for it. I called myself DJ in a swim party.
Yeah,
and I
right.
couldn't find it anymore. But
you know,
CeCe,
they've made it like that. And I think that's what makes it amazing. It's funny because a lot of the vinyl, I still have a lot of vinyl that people can't really find. They're like, dang, you still have that? I'm like, yeah, I have,
I
a
had
lot.
some-
It's
I
worth
have
a lot
of
of
my
money.
own body of work and stuff like that. It's stuff that you just can't find anymore. So I'm blessed to have that. In fact, I had to get one of those players that have like the vinyl,
Right.
Yeah.
the
Like that.
CD, all that.
Yeah, like
so
a
I
copy
can
of the
hear
cassette
everything.
you gave me. Like a copy of the cassette you gave me.
I'm gonna ask you:
I
do
get
you
it.
have a vinyl? This is
Look,
not
you
you.
been going back to that cassette. Look, we're in 2020.
Hey, CeCe, we're gonna get right back into your music. I got one question. Since you got some vinyl, do you got the vinyl of Strife? Set It Off.
You know what?
I had
can't
the
say,
Euro-
but I have a lot of my own stuff.
I know,
Look,
but
I
I'm
got
just
my
saying,
own
I
shit.
had
Look,
that.
I got the Fierce. You know, the one that had the little sticker on it that
Yes.
you can't
Yep.
find.
Right.
Right.
Remember the one with the sunflower you can't
Yes.
find no more? The little
Yes.
45.
Yeah.
I have the LP of We Gotta Love Thing, the little small 45.
Really?
I got the bigger
Wow.
one. Yeah, I got a whole wall of all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wait, let me tell y'all, this was
Go.
funny. Yesterday, so I found, I was telling my friend this, there was a one of the albums. Now, when you open it up, it says Dionne Warwick. Now, on the cover, it says Dionne Warwick, but it's not Dionne Warwick.
Ooh.
I got that vinyl.
Wow.
Wow.
For real, I opened it up. I was like, ooh. So I have a Petty's cartoon. And I was like, ooh, you so petty.
We're gonna get into that tonight too, right? You're petty. We got some of that for you tonight.
Now, I have to say, you came out in 91, 92, and at that
Yes.
time, we had Brandy, and you had SWV, and you had Naughty by Nature, and NWA, and all this, like, certain way that in which black artists were. And then you come out with this style that completely transforms music and how we remember. Like, this soundtrack takes me back to a certain place in my life. Were you always accepting of the style of music? Did you want to sing a different style of music? Were you always welcoming to this style?
You know what? I kind of got thrown into dance music with the beat that I did, but I didn't know I was throwing myself there. I've always been one of those people where I'm always different. I'm always like, you will not see me the same. Even today, I look like, okay, wait, she got blonde hair. We got all these pictures with dark hair. She's blonde today. So I always just went against the grain. And even if you listen to Finally's album, I had R&B on that album. I had Inside I Cry. I had We Got Love Thing. I had Keep On Walking. So we had R&B, almost like a little Keep On Walking had like a dance hip hop vibe. Then you had Inside I Cry, which is definitely pop, and then Love Thing, which was pop. So I felt like I hit all the different areas on that particular album. So for me, when people are like, you're crossing over and you're dissing R&B or you're dissing dance music, I'm like, excuse me.
I got it all for you.
Were all those things on the first album?
Oh, yes.
You know, so it's not any different for me.
So tell us how Felipe kind of found you with the overweight lover and that whole thing. I'm talking about the good part. Now, I'm talking about the good part of that.
Let me tell you that amazing story. So recently, I did a show called Remake versus Original. And Remake versus Original is showing like we're finally created 20 other songs. Like you know how the Versus does like the 20 songs of what you had. I did the one song that created 20 others. And people were tripping because I had the jazz stuff. Well, Felipe, Pooch, myself, and Malega were all here, and we were doing the Remake versus Original. And so we sat down, did a little podcast in the house and everything, and we were like talking about the whole experience of how we all met, how I was singing around Arizona. Pooch was doing her album, and he said, hey, I got these 3 songs that I want you to do. And I said, okay. One of them was I Like It. And when they heard I Like It, they were like, oh, I Like It. What else do you have? And I said, well, I have this other song, but I'm not sure you're going to like it. And it was Finally. And then they said, oh, we love Finally. And they said, well, now you're getting ready to travel the world. And I was like, wait, what? You know, so because I was this little kid, I was like 21 years old. Yeah. And people told me, hey, you're getting ready to travel. And I was so surprised because I had always heard that it was hard to get to the top right away.
And then you came out, boom. And you came out the top right away, immediately. Now, were you?
Yeah, but then there's stuff that comes with that too, because now you have to keep that up.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Oh yeah.
There's both things. You know
Where were you? Where were you the first time you heard it on the radio?
I was at my mom's house. I know people said I was in Chicago at a pizza spot, but I was at my mama's, like the 5 Heartbeats, and I was like, "Ma's coming on," and we were playing it, right? And it was like, and all I could hear was just the beginning, and I got excited, and I was like, "Man, it's finally coming true." And you know, I did one of my first shows here. Felipe had taken me out of, the club, and he was like, hey, not the strip club, but the regular club.
Clarify.
There you go. Let him know.
For Mr. P Valley over here, you got to clarify.
No, don't mess with me with Uncle Clifford.
Look, I know.
You know Uncle
He took me
Clifford?
out the regular club, y'all, and I'm with whoever's hustling what. Now, let me say that, too, because then there'll be the other side.
Right. Yeah.
So we started doing music together, and from that point, I was just traveling, doing what I love to do.
Now, what's crazy is that I always say this to my mom because sometimes she'll be in the grocery store and she'll hear her song on the radio. Is it weird for you to be in the grocery store, in the supermarket? I know you must hear your songs come on when you buying milk in this, is that like, don't you want to be like, that's me? Or do you just go on about your business?
No, I get excited. I'll be like, oh, shit.
Yeah. There you go.
That's my song.
It's funny because I was dating this guy at the time, right? And I was going somewhere, and we were dating, and all of a sudden, finally comes on, "Meeting Mr. Right," and I just looked at him. We just kind of smiled, and I didn't say anything to anybody else, but it's that little thing within you where you're like, good feeling.
It's me.
Yeah,
it's me.
Now, how many different movies were you shocked when people started using your music in movies and soundtracks and stuff?
Absolutely, because for me, it was just more of like people used to just say, hey, we have genres. You're in the dance genre. You're in this genre. And that came like afterwards. So when all of a sudden I started seeing it in like Money Supermarket, I saw it in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, which was really huge. That movie alone made $29.7 million.
Dang.
And
Which
it
movie
had
was
like
that?
a 7-minute version in there. And it was under finale and orchestra.
What
And
movie?
so people didn't know.
What movie was that again?
Look,
What
you say it again?
What movie was that again?
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Okay.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Dang.
Yeah, okay, right? So
Yeah.
when I went to it's been like so that movie made the LGBTQ community really
Right.
celebrate finally. The drag queens would dress up and they had this whole 7-minute version. I remember I went to Israel and there was like 30 drag queens on the stage. They had a bus, they had all these stairs,
Right.
they had the shoe. So it was like this big thing. Then there was like Dear White People, there was Claws, there was like Versace movies, Lifetime. It was,
It's
I mean,
everything.
there have been a lot of things that I'm really blessed to have like had finally in. So
I feel like you can't go to the 90s and talk about the 90s without talking about your music. No, I'm serious, because that was
Thank
when
you.
like, you know, clubs were big and the underground clubs were big, and you know, I just can't imagine talking about the 90s and not talking about your music.
thank you. I always get surprised every single time because I'm telling you, when finally first came out, I had a Pathfinder and I was living in an apartment, right? And I was like,
There goes our
I
first
don't
car
want to buy
question.
anything. No, for real. I was like, I had the money to buy a house and a good car. And I was like, really shy back then because I was from the church. I was really innocent. I was very simple, which I still have some of those simple areas and simple things in me now, although you would say probably not since I'm in the house with a hat on and a brim. But anyway, I still have that. I still have that little kid in me. So when the first year I came out, I was probably only home like 3 weeks out of a whole year because I was traveling that much and I was making money hand over foot. But my thing was, I was like, I don't know how long this is gonna last. I don't want to get something right now. And they were like, girl, if you don't go get you a house and a car and quit playing around.
But that was smart though, because so many people do the opposite thing. So many people are like making it rain, and then you were smart to say, I don't know how long this is gonna last.
Right.
So I guess
Look, right.
I guess the first car was the Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder. What year was it?
Because we always
Oh,
ask.
girl,
the
it was
first car.
brand new, but it had the little boom in it. And I was listening to Cut Close. I remember Cut Close had
Cut
their
Close,
song
yep.
out at the time. And I was like, doo-doo.
That's when people used to put the
Rolling down the
sounds in their
street, I had
car.
the
Yeah,
boom.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had the boom.
You open the
But
trunk
I
and
was just
speakers and
like,
stuff,
It was
you know?
brand new, but it was just like, I didn't go get me like a Benz or something
Right.
like really big at the time. Because I was like, I was still simple.
Yeah.
I was very simple, like type person.
Smart,
So I didn't.
smart.
That's smart.
You know what I mean?
So-
That's smart.
Yeah.
So you had the songwriting credits for Finally, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Part of it.
dang. Oh,
Oh,
she,
part-
did-
okay.
Receipts.
you got them receipts.
Receipts.
Part of it, yes, sir.
She
Yeah.
said she was making money hand over foot. That's what she said. We
Ah.
love to hear that. Love
So-
to hear that.
Thank you.
Before we go into some more music, I guess what's kind of the difference of going into the studio back then and going into the studio now making music? What could you share with?
Well, you know what? I don't have to duplicate anything. I think the difference now is people are like, hey, can you do one of these and one of those and keep on walking? And can you do a finally whatever? And like now, and that was just like doing what you wanted to do in a raw place. It wasn't like you had to be any type of way or there was an expectation of what they thought the track would be. And now it's more of, I know they're going to want a little bit of this. I know they're going to want a pinch of Keep On Walking or a pinch of Finally or whatever, right? And so now it's still me being me, but keeping things relevant, keeping things current, making sure, I always tell people you only have one time to make a first impression. So people want to feel that CeCe feel, but new, but still authentic. So it's me being still authentic, but new. I think it's the difference.
Does it still trip you out how much you influence other people, how many people come behind you and really copy your sound? And you really ushered in a certain dance crave, like when you were talking about the LGBT. Like I remember the nightclubs, this was like their song. Do you still, is that still trip you out that you ushered in that era in the 90s of that dance music, and modern dance music?
That's why they call you the queen.
Definitely. I mean, people always they tell me, they're like, hey, you probably hear this all the time. And I said, and I love it every time. Because I always feel like people don't have to pay you homage.
Yep.
It's easy to forget in this big old world about somebody because there's so much music. There's so much independent record companies. There's so many mixes out there. There's so much new stuff. So when you have made an impact on people that people remember and they like you because they just like you as a person authentically, then to me it's a blessing when they come up and they say, hey, I remember I got married on your song, or look, I had a baby, or this and that, which is why I'm doing like some different merch around the thought of that. So that's why I'm doing different stuff too. It's the memories from other people that keep me going, and the ones that I have for myself too.
Now, there's a Facebook question from my twin brother, Xavier Lynch. He says, CeCe, what do you think your best business decision has been in music?
My best business decision in music has been to be involved in my career.
Okay.
Nice.
When I first got started in the music business, you know, you're innocent, you don't know everything. You're like, this feels overwhelming. I came from Chess Cake, girl. You know, when they had the little yellow mustard suit and you got 2 more for free. Girl, I would bring. Girl, I was working at the mall at Merry-Go-Round and Kenny Wright. And so they were like, you know, when you come from, you know, we were always rich in spirit, but we weren't like a rich family, and we could have like a big house, but we had like the richest family ever. And I still do. That's what I love right now. But I always said, let other people do it, because I thought that's what needed to be done. It was when I got involved in my career that I found out the things that as an artist I needed to do. And people don't understand that even though I'm off right now, I'm not off. I work every day. I'm always answering emails. I'm always setting up Sunday for Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you're setting up your week.
Yeah, the business.
And I think people think it's just about the performance part, but it's not. It's about everything and planning ahead dates.
90% business, 10% show.
That's right.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
Now tell us this before we go into our next musical selection. What was one of your songs that you had that was released, but you didn't think it would be a hit?
Honestly, finally, I didn't know, because I didn't know music like that.
Right, got you.
I honestly, but they were like, "You have a number one." I was like, "This."
Okay. Okay.
They're like, "No, you don't understand." They're like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, "What? I don't know how hard it is to get there, because it was my first one."
Right.
They were like, "No, you have a hit." But if I had to name another one besides finally, I would say, I didn't know Keep On Walking was going to be as big, but I did have a feeling, only because, and this is why, when I was listening to songs and demos and stuff, right, me and my manager were listening to the demos, and he was like, "Yo, C, I think we missed one." I was like, "Yo, what did we miss?" And he was like, "Yo, this song right here." I was like, "Yo, call him tomorrow." I said, "Tell them." I said, "Please tell them I want that song." So we did Keep On Walking. So when it hit, I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised too, because it became a women's anthem. Right. It was the breakup song for all my ladies. So it was like, "Yo,
keep on walking, brother."
New York ladies.
Now, you say bye, boy.
Now, what's the total?
Right.
CeCe, tell us this. What's the total opposite? Something you came off of one of your releases that you was like, "I know this one right here," and it just didn't hit. Yeah. It didn't get that.
Probably, if I had to say, probably like Moving On.
Okay.
I liked Moving On,
Yeah, okay.
but it was, you know what? Some people thought it was too R&B, or I'm in the mood. I thought that would have even done even more than what it did, because the beat was like do 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 do.
We feel the same way you do, so we're gonna play it tonight. How about that?
we gonna play that one,
right?
Just for you.
Hey, we're gonna
go a little something like this.
Give CeCe a call at 323-524-2599 here in the Groove Studios. We're live on Facebook
Live is popping.
YouTube, Twitter, and ubngo.com channel 1. That's right.
We're
gonna flip the script. We got something. We're gonna to surprise you. So we're gonna go to Beverly Boys production, and then we coming back, and we're just gonna go into some musical selection, but we're gonna show them octaves. Right, on some
the versatility.
That versatility that they don't know about.
Because she can sing, y'all. She ain't just no auto-tune that she can sing. We're going to have to show y'all.
So enjoy these selections that we coming up, because it's a party in the house with CeCe Peniston. That's DJ DeVoe, DJ Rez, Shantini Irie, and I'm your host, C. Mose, giving you CeCe Peniston tonight. Boy.
In the place to be. Looking
just
as fun as she wants to be.
Hey,
I got that trying to make you blush, man.
You should have heard them when you had the little picture with the Bentley and your thigh was out. They was over here going crazy.
Like, hey.
That's what you got on that hat.
Girl,
that chapeau.
We downloaded about 150 pictures.
Yeah.
The engineer, he been grinning all night. He been right.
Yeah, he been grinning all night.
He been grinning.
Permanent smile on him now.
We just didn't load down none of the images that said Getty.
Get it. Exactly.
Pretty Tony, take me away, man.
My name's Dave Patterson. I'm a Seattle area videographer. I've been working with Beverly Boy Productions for over 2 years, and I can say they are great to work with. They've always provided me with the information I need so that when I show up on set, I can shoot exactly what's necessary to tell the story the client is trying to tell. Call sheets that include the who, what, why, where, when of the video shoot, production notes, gear requirements, crew requirements, load-in time, all that. Makes my job a lot easier, and ultimately it produces the results that the client's going to be happy with. This is what a professional company like Beverly Boy Productions does, and also it's one of the reasons why I really enjoy working with them. It's a bit of a family vibe. They're very low-key, low-pressure, but they're very professional at the same time, and they get the results, and that's ultimately what matters most. I'm proud to be a shooter for Beverly Boy Productions, and if you're looking for a company to produce your next video production, by all means, give them a call. They can handle any sort of scale project, from a single-person interview to a large production with multiple cameras and large crews. You won't be disappointed with the results. Give them a call.
No, 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 no.
Smile, your moves, your style. Ooh, you got me open for a while. I can't explain what you do to me. Boy, you're driving me insane. Can you recall the spell you put me under? Didn't have time to wonder where we go from here. That's the only thing that I fear, and I love you, boy. And every night, yeah, you're not here, 'cause you drive me crazy. Every night before I leave, you wanna play beside me, and I'm crazy, baby, every night. You are my baby. I've been thinking, have you been thinking? It feels like I'm falling, and I need to know, have you been wishing all the things that I've been wishing? 'Cause if it's true, baby, what do we do? 'Cause I
I know. Oh,
I know.
CeCe, what's going on?
Uh-oh, these headphones just blew up.
Yeah,
Only
they
got
did.
one
They
side.
did. We only got one side on the headphones.
That's
but
because you
all
probably hit something
right.
with
No,
your
we
foot.
both.
Probably,
Because
yeah,
I
you
was
probably-
partying.
Y'all are funny.
He probably hit somebody over here
We over here
dancing.
partying, CeCe.
Dancing like your drunk uncle dances at the party on your friend that you invited to the party and you embarrassed.
I told you I was gonna play music that they didn't know.
You must have unplugged something.
Did I unplug something?
You had to.
So we're gonna have
You
to
touched
live with
something.
it.
Okay.
We're gonna have to live with it till we go to.
Don't worry about it, Tony.
So a bunch of people were saying on Facebook they didn't even know that was you singing that song. So
Oh,
that
that's
was
what's
great.
up.
Yeah.
That's why we.
My wife said, me neither.
We
Look,
love
I
Red
like,
Gris.
you know what? I like platforms where people get to see like different sides of you. For me, like for some people, they may get offended, be like, "I did not gonna." I'm like, "Good, look, go download. Look, it is me."
Get it in.
And I feel like every platform is a way for you to promote stuff. So I feel like it's
There
all
you go.
good,
There you
all
go.
good.
So we came out with that JoJo.
How did you get with
Man.
JoJo? How'd that happen?
You said what now?
How'd you get with JoJo? How'd that happen?
So basically, me and JoJo had the same manager at the time. So we ended up getting in the studio, writing. But I knew JoJo and Casey and JoJo before I actually got into the record business. I was working with some managers, Teese and Mickey at the time. And I met Casey and JoJo before I even came out in the music industry. In fact, me and Casey were sitting at the piano one day. We were, just in the studio. And Andre Harrell came in and walked in, and we were in there singing. And he just came in for a minute and said hi.
We lost.
But he wasn't there long, and he said hey, and then he wrote out. So when I tell you their album came out, then my album came out, it's like we all knew each other before it even happened.
Dang, y'all both just blew up. Both of y'all, each side.
Hey, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he will?
Come on, sing. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
She just singing. I love it.
boy, you got me and DeVoe feeling moist
Yeah,
and
yeah,
chewy
we're-
tonight, boy. We feeling moist.
We feeling
and chewy,
good,
right?
yeah.
Feeling good.
I'm not.
We came out.
I'm good.
Deep inside was the joint,
Right,
though. Clifton
right.
went back to his days in New York where he was running up
Oh,
on
the
poor
garage.
innocent
Come on now,
girls.
the garage
Right.
is the
In
house.
some
You remember the
nightclub
garage?
garage.
You remember the garage in New York?
Man,
Come
who
on
doesn't-
now. Talk to
Tell
me.
it. Tell it.
Talk to me now.
You already know Bentleys, the
Bentley,
tunnel, I mean,
Red
it was
Parrot. Come on now.
down,
Talk to me.
man, look, I can tell you what I had on. Look,
Uh-oh.
when I was at
Uh-oh.
Bentleys, listen, and anybody who knows this, if they're chiming, if they really a CeCe fan, I had on these black boots. I had on, remember the little shorts that had the leather on the front
Yeah.
with the
Right.
green?
Yep.
So I had on these green leather shorts with a padded jacket, and I had on this little hat, and I came to Bentley's and I performed.
Now, did you ever perform at Tracks in D.C.?
Yes.
Remember
of course.
Tracks? Oh, Tracks.
Man,
I
come
was
on
working
now.
in
What was
D.C.
your- wait, yes,
Wednesday was
what?
straight night, though. I went there a lot on Wednesday.
Tony, look,
Yeah.
Tony.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Anyway, we getting off
Tony,
track here.
Tony
Little
got
Tony.
excited.
Tony, like, what?
Sweet,
So y'all
Pretty
know,
Tony
look,
got
y'all
he
know
got
I've been
excited
there.
real quick.
Yeah,
As soon as you said that.
You know,
Yours
Mr.
doing the
Murphy.
same thing?
Now, what was your biggest
Chapter 3.
What was your biggest height where you said, I cannot believe that? That was the biggest moment in your career where you said, I cannot believe I'm doing this.
Man, there were several things. When I went and did Woodstock with Phoebe Snow and Lois
dang.
Wall, and we did the brand new Woodstock, not this one, but the one before that. It was Thelma Houston, and it was Mavis Staples, and
Was
we
it
all
sound a
did
little like this?
Woodstock. And then I did the audience for the Pope and sang with Andrea Bocelli and Martha Reeves.
Sisters
and
with
not
Glory.
Martha Reeves. I'm sorry, I'm messing it all up. But anyway, she was a jazz artist. I can't get it together right now. But we all did like an audience for the Pope. Andrea Bocelli was there. It was amazing. When I did Aretha Franklin's birthday party with Tito Puente.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And sang Bill Clinton like 3 or 4 times. In fact, I remember he had come here. I had done something with Hillary, and they said, "Oh, we love you. Want you to perform for President Clinton." I said, "Okay, beautiful." And they said, when he came here, I guess there was somebody already in place that was supposed to perform, right? And I said, "Please don't have nobody from the audience throwing darts at me." I said, "The little whoever was right audience like this."
So
And
you remember?
so I said, please don't have to mad at me. They're like, well, he requested you, so you got to do it. And I said, okay, well, when the president requests you, in Arizona to sing the national anthem, you got to do it. So that's how that happened.
You remember this?
Sisters with Glory, right?
Of course.
With Thelma Houston, this is when you get this.
It was Diane Reeves. It was Diane Reeves. Just so
Oh,
y'all
Diane
know.
Reeves.
right.
Okay, yeah.
I was having a brain
Correct.
cramp. Diane.
Right. Phoebe Snow and Thelma, that's a hell of a lineup. And you guys did this over the Vatican, this one album, 94.
Fun fact is Phoebe Snow sang the theme song for Different World. The very first theme song for Different World, Phoebe Snow did.
I knew that.
Don Lewis wrote. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew
I don't know.
Hey, what's your alumnus?
Now, did y'all sing this for the Pope?
We sang a couple of songs. That was how I got over.
Sang,
How
CeCe?
I- Yeah.
Yeah.
Sang, CeCe, sang.
I'm not gonna lie.
Was the Pope bumping? Was John Paul bumping? What was he doing? Just standing there?
He was doing a straight running man, girl, when we was there.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Y'all
We
know I'm
back
lying.
now.
I'm lying. Y'all know.
She did it.
What did she do?
She moved, and now we back.
Ceremony, definitely.
That's how we do it here on We Love Rare Grooves. We find it for you.
My brother
Look.
said you were on Wendy Williams singing, too. He said you
Yeah.
sang on Wendy Williams.
Oh.
Yeah, he said you sang.
Thank you. It was season 9. I was her theme song for season 9 of the Wendy Williams show, and she had me on her being her theme song for like 9 weeks. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Now,
yeah,
how-
it's like it was like right after she came on the episode, like right after me.
How did you hook up with
Yes,
Steve Hurley?
God.
That's when we get it.
Oh man, that's like Chicago house royalty. So me
No,
and
right.
me and because we had already done We Gotta Love Thing,
Right.
and he had done submissions to A&M Records at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he did Love Thing and Keep on Walking, and I gotta say he's like one of the best producers I probably like worked with.
Okay.
He really knows what he's doing in the studio. In fact, when we did We Gotta Love Thing, right? I
Mhm.
couldn't even hit those octaves like that.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I don't think I could do that. They're like, yes, you can. You just got to pronounce it different. And I was like, and Steve was like, pronounce it like this, CeCe. And I was like, you know how it goes? I know that I will find a better love. Right? He told me to say bitter.
We like, and.
Wow. My
It's going to
socks.
sound like that.
My socks
And
fell
so
down.
I said that he kind of taught me like those little tricks of singing a note that sounds like something else, but it's still the same note, but making it effective. I really enjoyed working with him. He's a great producer, great. He gives great direction and great writer, everything.
Someone on Facebook wants to know, who would you choose for the next verses? Which two
Who
artists?
would I? You know what I've been seeing? Shoot, me.
There you
Yeah,
go. That's
okay.
what we was gonna
Who
say.
would you put you up against?
Who
Who would
would
you
you
go
put-
up against?
Probably Crystal Waters, but I don't know what everybody else who everybody else would put me up against.
We got to
So,
pick you another house person, like somebody
That's
that was
Crystal
really...
Waters.
Crystal
Yeah,
Waters.
Crystal Waters.
And
Crystal
got a great catalog.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick, if I had to pick right now, someone besides me, I would say Faith and Mary J. Blige.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
Ooh.
yeah. Faith would be excellent.
You want
actually.
Big Red to make that happen?
Big Red Production.
Big Red.
Big Red, we do, bro. What's
All
going on?
There it is.
All right, let's put it out in the atmosphere. Swiss Beats,
Big-
Faith
Big Red
Evans,
gonna make
and
it happen.
CeCe Peniston with Big Red. Big Red.
So you had so many. You have so many artists. Who did you enjoy to perform with?
Who did I like performing with as an artist?
Yes.
As far
I
Other
mean, like
artists
the other artists, like being on tour, things of that nature.
if I had to say who we matched, people always team me up. Like when we did Black Girls Rock, they always team me up with Robin S. and Crystal Waters and
Right.
like Anaya and Alternate and like it's all that bubble. But I feel like I have other songs too that people just, like you said, they don't know because
Right.
full EDM set, a full house set, a full. I even have jazz, so
Right.
I have different stuff. But I would say probably those are like the match if I had to say anybody.
Which city bumps the most? Which city just is crazy when you go on tour and they are just off the chain?
Man, Chicago is cracking. Okay, when I went to Chicago, Chicago was dope. Who else? Oh, Europe, just in London. London
Right,
is amazing.
Yeah, they crazy. Yeah.
London, I'm
London.
like, hello, everybody. Are you okay?
Of course.
So, I mean, like, those are amazing places because I really feel like I said, the appreciation for music is there for dance and house music. And there's like an actual love. In fact, I did an all live band there. And this was twice this happened. This is with Byron Stingley one time at House of Blues. He had an all live band and Todd Terry. Everybody was in there. Like everybody, Steve So Curly, Ron Carroll, like DJ George J. I mean, that's like crazy. All the greats of like dance music were in there. Tony Batoy. So that was one time. And then I did like City Winery, sold that out. And we did like a whole like house set, like at the end of finally like, hot, don't, hot, don't. And we mixed it in with finally with a drummer and all that. And people seem to love like the live mix of dance and house with a live band with Tim Gant. Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, I had a good time.
What's the biggest venue you've ever played? Like the most people?
Probably when I did the thing with Michael Jackson, when he had the big venue and Mariah Carey and Diddy and everybody was there. Was like 48,000 people were there.
That's crazy.
You know? And I was sitting here like, I'm looking up in the rafters like, how y'all hearing anything up in here?
Yeah.
I was like, where are the earbuds? Because you know they didn't have that at that time, right?
Right. No inner ears?
We got
no inner ears.
One more question before we go on to another musical set, and then Shantini is going to get you ready for Shantini and 5, some of your top 5 favorites. You know, when we come back, right? Then we're going to do Shantini. She's going to do something in 60 seconds for you. But I was going to ask this question. What's some of the guiding principles that has kept you on this journey that you would want to share with our audience?
Always show up and be the artist, because people want to see you be the artist. They don't want to see you be the normal part. They can pay for that anytime and they can see that anytime. So always be the artist. And like I always say, and you know who was real famous for this was Prince and Michael Jackson. They don't come out without their clothes on. They don't come on an interview not dressed. Come dressed. I think people want to see the show. You can be normal in everyday life, but you have to be the artist, and people want to see that.
Somebody else.
So give them that. Keep reinventing yourself. Always be new. Be fun. Be fun. Laugh at life. I feel like, you know what? As I'm more mature, I feel like I feel younger now than when I first came out, because I've learned to laugh at me. And when people say crazy stuff, I'll be like, I'm laughing too. Shit, the shit was funny.
But the thing is, you have...
In fact, when I did the remake versus original, like the cord got kicked out of the meme, I said, I want to see all the memes. I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Exactly. Hey, you haven't aged a bit. You look the same.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
At all.
Thank you.
What's your secret?
When I seen you at the club,
What is
your
30
secret?
years ago,
Black don't crack. That's her secret.
No,
You
that's
was
right.
Staying young at heart. I'm definitely into skincare. In fact, I'm working on my own skincare line that'll be coming out soon.
Sure.
Well, call us up
CBD
on the show.
line.
Bring it back on the show. We'll advertise.
We'll promote it.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm not gonna get too into it because look, I'm just telling you. Look, we gonna make it quick. The Petty's cartoon that I did with Overtime Sims. He did the Keep on Walking challenge, so I have that. I have a reality show that's supposed to be coming out. That's amazing. That I have to send to you guys. Then I have the remake versus original. I have a gospel program that I'm working on, and so I just continue, like I said, to keep working on self and keep bringing out new music.
Are you okay going in overtime with us? We might go over about 10 minutes. Is that okay?
What time will we end in about? What'd you say?
10 minutes after, because we want to get you.
9:40. We're good at 9:40.
We're good at 9:40. Okay.
Wonderful.
Let's go into our serving spoon. We're going to go into our next musical selection, and then we'll do our Shantini
In 60
seconds,
No,
and
CeCe,
then
when-
we'll do our video. Go
When
ahead,
will you be
Debo.
back in Los Angeles?
Man, I'm not sure. When do y'all need me to be back? Is
Now,
Come on, Big
now.
Red. Come on,
Big Red.
Big Red.
Right in the studio, right here, now.
I got a venue.
I
look.
am orbiting myself over there, and you know what?
I got a venue.
I'll put
Other
that
thing I
$700
forgot.
ticket, one-way ticket.
Say that again. I'm sorry. Say that again, CeCe.
This is the other thing I forgot about. So I just did a song with Jackie's Boy. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer, and it's called "We're Just Getting Started." It's getting ready to come out, so y'all look for that too. It's a song about the movement, about what is going on in the world right now, like just how we feel, and just the energy and the mood of what's going on right now. It's one of those songs. I feel like I speak through song better than sometimes actually saying what I have to say. I do it better through poetry and through music. In fact, I write poetry late at night. I cuss people out in my notes section of my phone.
I love that.
Yes.
Yes, you got to get it out. Yeah.
I do. Sometimes I'm like, I really don't like you, and you get on my nerves, and no, I'm just playing.
Hey, no, hey.
Hey,
Let's-
listen.
So let's take me away to, we'll be back in a second with you, CeCe. Then our next musical selection, a couple more questions, and then we're going to close it out with that special video for you.
Sounds good, love.
Thank you. Pretty Tony, take me away with the Serving Spoon, baby, an urban eatery.
Really feel the energy when you come in here. The food is great. We pride ourselves on our service. We really stress that with our employees, that when you come here, that you're actually better for your coming. And if you give us 1% of your trust, we'll earn the other 99. And by the way, there ain't no better breakfast.
You say you're in my head, 'cause you're always on my mind 24/7. I like to think of how we feel and how we take our time. Baby, you make it feel so real, so more love than I had before. Don't think I can take much more. You want me to, I'll stay with you. Whenever you need me, whenever you want me, baby, I wanna be. Baby, don't you know that I'm sprung on you? I can never find someone to groove me like you do. Oh, you're my baby. Even if I search the whole world, I still come back to you. I can never find someone to groove me like you do. Groove me like you do. Oh, baby. Broke my heart. The only thing I asked that you never do. Oh, but you did. And now I can't sleep or breathe. My home is an empty shell, and you could care less that I'm in hell. Oh, my love has always been stronger. It's no surprise you let go. Talking about friendship, left me lonely in love. I guess your love was never really unconditional. I'm sick with third-degree burns on my hands from holding on for so long. And to you, it's just another
Welcome back to the Groove Studios with the legendary dance hall queen, the beautiful, talented, and they didn't know to hit some ballads like that for Miss CeCe Peniston. Hey, CeCe.
Hey.
You enjoying? Man.
Sing it.
That was my cut right there. Brandon Heavy.
Hey, come on now. That's what we do here on We Love Rare Grooves. It's about the music. Didn't I tell you, baby?
Now, who did this
I already
one?
know, boo.
Who produced this one?
I just know it was the brand new
New
Heavies. I don't know the producer, but I loved it when they did it. And I said, I actually had Dome Records. It was a record company. And they were like, hey, we would love for you to redo this. And I said, okay, I actually love it. I said, let's do it. And so we did it out in LA, and it was great. It was at the Capitol Studios out in LA.
All right.
Capitol
Nice.
Records? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as we're getting ready, we got a little bit of time. We're going a little bit overtime. So we're going to do Shantini in 60 seconds for some fun.
So I'm going to ask you random questions, and you have to answer them in 60 seconds or less.
Don't be scared.
Let's go.
Don't be
And
scared.
Don't be scared.
I ain't scared.
Don't be
Let's
scared.
go. Look, I ain't scared.
I can tell.
I'm waiting for the. Okay. What was your first job?
My first job was at the RV department at Trevor Brown High School.
Your favorite song to perform?
Finally, and Keep On Walking because they pay me.
Hey.
Name a
Keep those
lover
receipts.
gave you. A name
what?
that a name that a lover has given you.
Honey,
Peaches.
sweetie,
Peaches.
Oh.
You know.
Ooh.
You know, we was thinking a little bit more juicy, but that's okay.
We'll take peaches.
Well, I'll let y'all look. If y'all got a name for me, y'all can let me know.
Oh. DeVoe.
Hey,
DeVoe.
hey, I got one for you.
Greatest piece of advice.
Always let failure propel you to greatness.
There you go.
I was born in 1984. What were you doing then?
Smoking weed.
Stop
I
it.
was an embryo.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
see? Oh.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Me too.
Couldn't be.
I was a zygote.
probably in junior high school performing my first song and realizing I could sing.
Oh.
Nice.
If you could record or produce a record for an album that is for a celebrity that is deceased, who would it be?
Ooh. Thriller.
Okay.
Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you hadn't made a
Thriller.
career in music, what would you have done instead?
I would have been a private investigator.
You should be doing that to her boyfriend, and she think
Yeah,
that I didn't
yeah,
catch
I
up
know.
on that.
I don't
Yeah.
have a boyfriend to do it to.
But when you do have one,
Girl, look,
We have an-
trust
we
me,
have an
he gonna
admirer.
get it.
look at
It's COVID right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Look,
It's
they're
COVID
doing
right now.
virtual date, and I have and I'm doing a show called Pandemic Love Connection, so you already know.
if you hadn't made a career in music, what would you have done instead of private investigator? If you could live again as an animal, which one would it be?
Cheetah.
Which superpower would you want? Invisibility, flying, or reading minds?
Reading minds.
Dream artist to work with that is alive.
Big red.
Big
Red.
God, that's a hard one because there's a few. But if I had to say within my genre, it would probably be Music Soul Child.
Oh,
Nice.
I think we match.
Come on,
Yeah.
music
And
soul
Genuine,
child.
hey, and Genuine, because
Okay.
I think me and Genuine could do something that people probably wouldn't expect.
She gonna do that pony. She gonna
Oh.
remix pony.
Yeah.
For real, though?
She gonna remix
Hey,
pony.
I like that.
So we got
I like
we
that.
got 7 little bit of minutes. So we gotta do 2 things. We gotta do our Dusty
Okay.
of the week, and then we gotta come in and give you our special treat. Don't leave us.
Look,
then
and
we
this. Look,
right now
y'all.
when we come back. When we come back.
They gotta see it. They gotta see it.
Facebook is
Bang
going
it.
crazy.
So the Dusty of the Week is brought to you by Sweet Events
How
for the
sweet.
Sweet Life, and also the SoCal Digital Magazine right now. We're in the digital magazine. Did y'all know that?
Yes.
The article?
Yes.
It's a beautiful
When
article.
are you gonna send it to us? The one that you already sent to us?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one I posted.
Yes.
We're
so
like the
get
most
the-
podcasts to look out for.
Yes, we are the
Look, I
podcast
love
left
it.
out. And so the Dusty of the Week,
Congrats.
we go back into the crates and get something that was, this one right here is almost 100 years old.
Before all of our times.
Right.
All
this
of
is,
us.
this is 88 years old, our
Uh-huh.
Dusty of the Week. But
My
we're-
grandma was bumping to
So
this
young
one.
right now.
Right, and so we
Maybe a great grandma was
Y'all
bumping
ready?
this
No,
one.
this is my grandma's music.
Okay, but you remind us because it was dance, and this is when the dance started in the 30s. So go ahead, Pretty Tony, take me away with this artist, and then we're gonna come into the other video. Don't leave us, CeCe. We coming back.
I'm not gonna
Don't you
leave
go
her.
nowhere.
Okay, nah.
Oh.
We're back in the Groove Studios with CeCe Peniston and the video mixed by DJ Reg, specially done for Miss Peniston. That's how we do it here on We Love Rare Grooves.
How'd you like that?
It's been a special night. A very special
We
night
can't
here in
hear.
the Groove Studio.
Oh, she muted herself?
Yeah.
Yes, she-
Unmute
No.
Okay, now we can hear you.
you. Yeah.
I
We're
was in
good.
here saying like, hey.
You remember those videos?
No, I loved it.
You
You
want?
remember those videos?
I'm gonna send that video to your sister. What's your sister's
do.
name again? I'm gonna send her the whole mix because it's a little longer than that.
Lucy. Her name is Lucy Ann.
Lucianne.
Yeah, we're going to send it to her.
I'll send it to her, okay?
Okay,
So-
thank you.
Well, no, thank you.
No,
It's been
thank-
an
Woo.
honor and a
I
pleasure.
know.
CeCe.
Now,
Hey,
what
what
does
a-
your family
Thank
think?
you.
What does your family think after all that time of saying, you know, when you were saying you were gonna make it, I'm gonna be an entertainer, and they were like, oh, you're not gonna do nothing. What do they think now?
They're like, damn, she did the damn thing. You know what my brother said? He said, you know what? He said, you're always doing stuff outside the box. He said, so if you act normal, I'm going to think something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what, my family, but you know what the thing about my family is? We're so normal. We get together like we get together, we play bones, we just do normal everyday stuff. So
Nice.
he's my manager, but at the same time, we enjoy each other's time.
So before we close out, how you get through this COVID situation? Because you can't perform, and I know some other things, but
Have you been doing anything virtual, performing? How do we?
I've done like 2 things, but I'm enjoying the time off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
she works a
Look,
lot. Yeah.
When I
Basically.
don't have to put on lashes and lipstick, I'm like, oh, I get some time.
Okay.
I'm really enjoying the normal time to do different things, to hang with my family, to hang with my friends. Like last week we were out, we went to Top Golf, we played bones, we chilled out. Like it was just real cool because my birthday was like last week. And so everybody would celebrate my birthday. And you know, I'm a brat, so I'm a Virgo. So we celebrate all month long.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been celebrating. We've been celebrating.
Yeah, my
y'all.
mom's was yesterday, so yeah,
Oh,
she is a
so
brat.
She's a Virgo too, so
Yeah.
you know already.
Yeah.
We're brats.
So-
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know you.
Right.
We know you, Virgo.
Yeah,
know
my mom's
about
a
y'all.
brat.
Yeah.
Oh, was that good or bad?
That's
It's a good thing.
That's
No
a
good
good
thing. Mom is my
Okay,
best
I'm
friend,
just
so
making
yeah, that's a
sure.
good thing.
we
But we
in
don't play. Look, we are very sweet
Uh-huh.
until you do something, and then then we have to go.
I don't know.
Ballistic.
I don't know any Virgos except my sister.
I remember
I
those
know a
days
couple.
when mom had to take up for me. You know those days.
Did I ever date somebody?
You know,
in
we will
September?
go off for you.
Yes, you
if,
did.
If we love you, we're
remember?
gonna be like, I got your back. I got
The
your back.
21st day of September.
Hey, we had 3 more questions, but I guess we gotta cut it short. So,
Okay, you can ask the 3 questions, and then I'm.
Yeah,
well,
right.
we
There
almost
go.
we were just saying, what would you tell a young artist just trying to get through this crazy music industry?
Know your business.
Okay.
Know your business. Have a
Okay.
good lawyer. Know your business. Sign all your own checks.
Yes.
Oprah
Yes.
say that.
Oprah
Sign
and Bill
your own
Cosby
checks.
tell you that too. Mm-hmm.
Man, Oprah
Yeah.
will tell you too.
Uh-huh.
Sign your checks.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about, real quick, because we could come back and do this next time, about sampling, and we can talk about it next time a little bit in depth.
So you
but-
know what? I feel like about sampling. I ain't got a problem with it. Just pay me that
as
coin.
long as you got your
Yes.
receipts, right?
Yeah.
Pay me my coin.
That's
Yeah.
what.
And then guess what? We don't have a problem.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So what does
They're
2020?
like,
No, that's great.
That's truth.
2020 and beyond. What does it look like for you?
it looks like relaxation, more studio time. If I had to say it, I'm actually taking some time off. I'm going to Jamaica,
Okay.
to the Dominican Republic. I'm getting in the studio. I'm producing, like I said, the remake versus original. We're doing that again, another gospel show. So I'm busy working, but I'm taking like some time off.
She going to Jamaica to find her a mandingo. Come
and
back,
Right.
CeCe. Come
No,
back.
She going down look for Dexter St.
She's
John.
looking for Dexter St. Jock swinging his.
Girl, what you
his
crying
shoulder.
about? Girl, what you crying
That's
about?
what she looking for.
Girl, what your name is now,
Yeah. What's a beautiful girl like you sitting alone here on this island?
So we're
You
gonna.
know what's funny?
Mhm.
I would say this is probably the most alone time that I've had in a minute, because I feel like I need to grow and make sure I find me a husband. I want a husband. I want a husband.
Really? They so much work and they wear you down. They tiring.
Girl.
Tired?
Look,
How you know?
not the DJs.
He just got to be creative.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
not the
Creative.
He
DJs.
said not the DJs. Oh,
No,
the
we
DJs.
ain't,
and
we
they
ain't working. We ain't working.
I am so done.
Hey.
Well, you could have got one back in the younger days when I chased you over there at tracks. You'd just let me.
Listen,
If you'd have just let me catch you.
sorry, boo. Look,
If you'd have just let me catch you, I was trying to catch it in. I was trying to catch you, but I've been caught now. But I catch
Look.
it in now.
Look, so I've been married twice. I was
Right.
my third husband and my last.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm
You're not
talking
going
about.
for
Last.
Elizabeth Taylor? You don't want a few more? You know, Elizabeth
No.
married everyone she moved in with. She just married them all.
Hey,
You know?
You know, you funny girl. I am sitting up here crying
we-
tears on the inside.
Hey, we had a good time tonight. I know you've done a lot of interviews, but we want to thank you so
Yes,
much
we do.
for doing our.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
Did you
y'all
have fun?
so much. I appreciate you.
I hope you enjoyed
We
it.
hope you had fun.
We tried to
Oh,
make
yeah.
it. We tried to make it different than other interviews, and we hope.
No,
you'll-
I like it. Y'all are outside the box. I love it. I love your energy. And I love this too. Look,
There it
y'all.
is. So
There it
hold
is.
up, keep it up. So
Look.
from DJ DeVoe, DJ
Yes.
Reg, Shantini, and Pretty Tony and myself, we want to give you the Rare Grooves Award. I think we ain't on
Take
no
a
more.
pic,
Tony.
y'all. Take a pic.
No,
There we go.
You take a pic.
We
Would
want
you
you
be-
to take a picture with it tonight and then send it to Clifton
Right,
so
would
we
you
can
be
post
so
it.
kind to take a picture and
Absolutely.
send it to Luciane? Take the picture of you holding the award and then one by
Yes.
itself, so we can put it in our catalog because we don't have you in studio, so we can't get our catalog picture.
I'm sorry, Sugar, but I'll come back. You
Yeah.
just give me reason. Look,
Big Red, we got a venue. We got a We Love Rare Grooves venue for you to perform whenever
I
this
love
crazy.
it.
When all
I
this
love
crazy
it. I love to do live. So we could do acoustic or we could do live band or whatever you guys want to do. You just let me know.
Okay, we got the
Yes,
venue, but it'll be
yes.
next year in California. I know in Arizona.
That's fine.
Y'all partying
Look, I
in
will
Arizona.
take time off.
Hold up, y'all partying in Arizona like it's no pandemic.
Not me. It's very not me. It's very people-y. Very people-y out there.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
CeCe.
cracking up people-y, right?
All right.
Nice word. How do you spell that?
P-O-P.
See, that's
People, L-Y.
Wait.
That's like the-
It's
that's like your-
P-E-O.
that's like you doing your petty's card. That's like the petty cartoon.
P-L-Y. People-y.
Hey,
People.
right. Is that from the petty's cartoon? Just the
That's
petty.
look, Urban Dictionary.
Hey, CeCe, we're here every Monday night. When you get some new
Yeah.
music, you're part of the family now. Give us a call.
Thank
We got a
you.
new music section coming up as soon as we get that sponsor, Tony. You know, for artists that's been on the show and they had the new music, we got about 4 or 5 lined up. Just trying to get a
Well,
sponsor.
I love it. Well, just so you know, we should talk outside of this. I have
Okay.
this different music and stuff like that. And
Okay.
So I appreciate y'all having me so much. For
Well,
real.
we
Great
appreciate
time.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for the Groove Studio, our listening audience all over the globe. My boy Fred, my Sam's in D.C. was listening to us
Yeah,
tonight.
we had quite a
people
few.
Hey,
all over the-
DC.
Yeah, people
CeCe.
all over watching.
All over.
all over the world.
I love it. Thanks, you guys. Thanks
So
for loving
yeah.
on me, and y'all make sure you give me a follow on all my
Yeah, what-
platforms.
and you
Give
follow
them a
us too.
follow. Who's ever watching me, give them a
What's it-
follow. Who's
What's
ever
your,
watching me.
What's your platform? We're
What's
going to
your
close it
handle?
down. What's your handle, baby? Like the truck driver.
CeCe Peniston on Instagram, and then CeCe_Peniston on Twitter. The official CeCe Peniston Facebook fan page on Facebook, and then CeCePeniston.com.
Cool.
All right.
All
And
right.
we will have this show uploaded next in a couple days.
Like 48 hours, yeah.
48
Okay.
hours.
On
We'll
YouTube.
send it over, and you can put it on your social media pages and that picture and everything. And we had a great time. You have such great music, and I'm glad we
Thank
were able to
you.
go through the catalog for you and surprise you with the JoJo. And who plays
Oh,
that
you
one right? That
did, you
JoJo. Ain't nobody. I
did.
thought we'd do something like that,
And we went to them gospel roots.
right?
Yes.
I heard it. I was like, okay.
Surely God is able, yeah.
And next week we got in the studio. We got Eric Roberson.
Oh, I love Eric.
Yeah.
We got
He
him
off
in the
the
Groove
chain.
Eric
Studio
is
next
so
week.
amazing. When I went on a cruise, there was this lady there. He said, "Hey, what's your name?" She said, "My name is Lily." He was like, "Lily, don't." He's like, L-I-L-Y. I said, Lily.
Talent.
I love him. please send him my love.
I
Tell him I
will.
said blessings and blessings to y'all. Thank you so much. I'll make sure I take the picture and send it to you guys. And you guys have a blessed
So
night.
make it real next week. Just call in and talk to him. Just call in next week.
Oh, you want me to call in?
That's
Okay,
right.
Why
Yeah.
not?
You
Why
can
not?
if you want.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same
Same
groove, same groove channel, same groove time.
Yes.
And CeCe.
He said that part.
Or check us out. You know when we come on.
All right.
You know?
So, as we do
Right.
every Monday night, giving you the best where the legends can be found only here on
We Love
Rare Grooves.
CeCe!
Hey.
CeCe,
Thank you guys.
beautiful,
Thank you.
girl. Thank you so
Great
much.
show.
Love you.
Thank
We
you.
love you.
Love you.
Love
Love you.
you
Love
too.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Can you play that drop of Clifton and I real quick? Yeah. No. Huh?
Oh, we didn't get a drop from her.
No. Yeah. I tell him to play our drop that tells him to follow us on.
I'm gonna tell her.
They can do one and send it. Yeah.
Right, because she got a studio at home. I meant to.